When I was a child, my brother would tell me a bedtime story about the man who murdered our father. About all the things we would do to that man. He never should have trusted Cersei. You never should have either.
Death. It's got many faces. I look forward to seeing this one.
How long do we have? Before the sun comes up tomorrow.
What's going on, guys? Carmine here, and I just finished watching the Season 8 premiere of Game of Thrones, and off the bat, I must say, I did kind of like the episode. It was a much better episode 1 than we've gotten in quite some time, and, you know, it had a lot of cute moments, a lot of cool moments as well, a lot of tear-jerking. I love the reunions for a lot of the characters, and it even had some great moments for minor characters who haven't been shown some love in quite some time. But I'll get to more of that in my review of the episode tomorrow when that comes out. But for now, let's break down that preview for episode 2. And before we begin, guys, don't forget to hit that bell so you're notified when I do upload, and be sure to leave a comment down below because I will be reading them, and during my review of the episode I will be taking some of your comments and putting them up in the review video. I did this last time as a sort of way to highlight what the fans thought of the episode, and it also serves as a little extra discussion piece between us. So definitely let me know, what did you like about the episode? What didn't you like? What did you notice that you think I might not have noticed? Please let me know in the comments below, and yeah, with that out of the way, let's get on to it. Now, right off the bat, we get Jaime standing before Daenerys, and she's giving him some flack for killing her father, and rightly so. I also do love the callback to Viserys here when she tells Jaime that her brother would tell her stories about the death of the Mad King and how, you know, they plan on torturing this guy. And quite frankly, episode 1 kind of did something really cool in making the audience doubt Daenerys a little and making us choose sides between her and Jon. Her judgment on Jaime will also play into this Team Dany and Team Jon debate, but as we all know, that doesn't really matter, per se, because Jaime will live to see the night, because we do see him yelling something in the trailer during a battle scene. The one thing I am curious to see the most, beyond Jaime and Bran's reunion, is what Tyrion says to Dany to try and have Jaime spared, because, if you remember, Tyrion tried very hard to get Dany to spare King's Landing from Dragonfire, and later on, Dany correctly calls him out for that poor advice, and she knew he gave it to spare his siblings from a fiery death. Once again, Jaime will survive into the night, but I do wonder what judgment she'll pass on him if he survives the upcoming Winterfell battle. Next up, we get to see a bit of conversation between Dany and Sansa about trusting Cersei. I did like that Sansa in this episode wasn't too keen on Daenerys. Once again, it serves to divide the audience up into Team Jon and Team Dany, and it looks like they're going to have a nice private conversation in episode 2, which should be good. And then we get scenes of soldiers and Gendry preparing for the invasion, and Jorah unsheathing a sword that looks a lot like Heartsbane, which is Sam's family sword. On the topic of Sam, I do hope we get another scene with him and Daenerys later on, or at least a private one with Jorah, and that looks to be more likely here. Him giving Jorah the family sword would be another cool moment and would put Sam on a good streak so far for this season. We also get another shot of Jon down in the crypts with Dany joining him. Now, I do wonder if he's going to tell her the secret of his true parentage in this scene, or if he's going to wait until after the battle. But, knowing Dave and Dan, they'll probably do that cliche thing where he's about to tell her, and then the horn sounds off that the White Walkers have arrived, and, like, he's not gonna get a chance to tell her, and then blah blah blah. So, I'm pretty sure that's what's gonna happen, but we'll just have to see. And it also looks like Tormund has arrived with some of the Night's Watch. Now, I'm going to go ahead and assume the trebuchet firing off is just a test run, because right after this, we cut to several scenes of them preparing. This is the battle that we saw glimpses of in the Season 8 trailer. My assumption here is that a majority of the episode will focus on some more closure amongst the characters, and then preparations for the Battle of Winterfell, which will begin towards the end of the episode. And in case you were wondering, yes, I'm ignoring Arya's little speech since it was just kind of cringy, and I'm just probably gonna ignore most of her for this season. But yeah, episode 2 looks like the true beginning of what we all came to see, the army of the dead versus the army of the living, and quite honestly, I can't wait. That gruesome scene with Ned Umber and the whole arms and the symbols, it was the right element of horror that I was waiting for, and I love it. It makes the Night King that much more of a scary bastard. Episode 1, in my opinion, was pretty cool, but that may change on a second viewing, fair warning. As always, you gotta let the fanboy goggles wear off just a tad bit, so don't forget to join me tomorrow for that episode 1 review, and remember, let me know what you thought of the episode down in the comments below, leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you haven't already, and ring that bell to stay notified, and I'll see you all next time. Baba Booey.